Hi, Jim here. Welcome to another hypnotic session. Attacking. Bad luck, bad luck, bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. Think of the hallways in your house and energy as a maze. And sometimes it can be a web, rather say calamity, calamity, calamity. In the feng shui of what the Chinese believe, as energy flowing. Now, pretend your house, you have to rotate, like volleyball. And of course, here's that word again: evade. Negative negative people, negative people, negative people. Now, sometimes the last thing on our mind could be a bullet called life, called life, called life, called life. A four-letter enemy is life, 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 life. How do we remove the bullet called life? How do we dodge a bullet called life? How do we dodge a bullet called life? Well, there's many things you could do, and it's about wanting to do something about it more than having the atonement to do something about it. And depending on how bad it affects you. I got my good luck slut puppies as far as attracting positive energy. I got white noise from a fan. My number one fan. I should put a jersey on it. That would be one thing if I did. I don't know. So how do we avoid a bullet called life? How do we dodge a bullet called life? Well, it's a four-letter enemy like that of the tarantula, and the arch nemesis of the tarantula. Like life is a tarantula, and I would say the scorpion is the defender. So you have Democrats versus Republicans and conservatives, like tarantula and the scorpion, like the hobgoblin and Spider-Man. If you let's say everybody pretty much knows what that is. That. And how do we avoid a bullet called life? How do we avoid bad luck? Some people believe, getting a coarse salt. It's believed to block all curses. It's actually Italian cooking salt. But if you're not a Wicca, Wicca, say if you're a Christian or Catholic or a Jew, then how do we avoid bad luck, in general? Being respectful takes the edge off your enemies, so they could go more ginger on how they address you, spoken to, and a lot of cool things we could do. To avoid bad luck. You rather say, if you feel something treacherous, anticipatory anxiety, sabotage it right away if you can. Even with artwork, even if you have to sit down with a piece of paper, write things down, and turn anger into art, or turn anxiety into art, and or even draw your favorite logo of whatever band or product, you know, and even if you have to occupy your time better. What are your settings on your social media? Maybe they need to be adjusted because you have too much invasive, intrusive negativity in your household. Well, 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Okay. So what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? To dodge a bullet called life. Life is a four-letter word. Life is awful. I used to think that life meant living in voluntary slash failed existence. Now, I can still think that way if I want to, but I'd rather not. Rather not. Rather not. Rather not. I'm not going to say life is a gift. 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 But 99% of it, 99% of it, 99% of it, 99% of it, if you kill Captain Stupid, if you kill Captain Stupid, if you kill Captain Stupid, like STD lyrics, suicidal tendencies, life is what you make of it, 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 what you make of it. And the only way to do that, the only way to do that, the only way to do that is have the atonement to be resourceful, giving your permission, giving yourself permission to be resourceful and break out, break out, break out, break out. What society, what society expects people to do, especially men, especially men, especially men, and women, and women, and women, to mark it off of stagnature, 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 stagnature. So this is a trying to help people avoid bad luck. Say you're in a parking lot and you have, rather say, anticipatory anxiety over a slow moving car, then simply just put yourself in a position where you turn up your favorite song and you concentrate on the song instead of concentrating on the opposition of the slow moving car to get out of a parking space, whatever. Now, music, instead of complaining about a red light, once you rather say listen to a song that you want to learn, make that red light worth your time, and before you know it, it's green. It's green. It's green. If you're stuck behind the school bus, you're stuck behind the school bus, stuck behind the school bus. Once you rather say call someone, hopefully on a hands-free device, and rather say that you haven't talked to in a while, until rather say the bus gets out of your flocking way, and goes to haunt another car. There you go, man. What can we do when we have bad luck? When we have bad luck, try to remain as respectful as possible, and make a cartoon about that person that you don't like, if you want, or make a caption or something. You make a stick figure if you can't draw of what you wanted to say, even though you couldn't say it at the time, and show somebody for a good laugh, for a good laugh, for a good laugh, for a good laugh. Well, bad luck is what it is, and surgeries, cancer, humor really helps, really helps, really helps, really helps. Bad luck, because all of a sudden you think you're having a bad time, and you're joking around with one of your closest friends, like adverse humor about what's going on and everything. And all of a sudden you're having a good time because you're both laughing, but you don't realize you're having a good time. But you hang up the phone and you feel better. Because all that time you were laughing about the negative situation. Now, what I impress upon you, is rather say, if I could, remember, volunteers. We're all tenacious volunteers. We can be victims. Then how would we get out of being a victim? It depends on the tragedy, depends on the biochemical factors, many things. Tenacious volunteer. So many more. How can we use bad luck, into an advantage? If someone's wasting your time, do you have a phone where you can listen to a song or read something online, look something up online that you never looked up before, to find information, to pass the time, So you feel, since you're telling yourself, you're snowballing, so this is bad luck. Let's say we're caught in a time trap and we have our phone. Google something you always wanted to know, like a bar recipe. You know what I did the other day? I googled the Latin term for bed bugs. Bed bugs. Bed bugs. It's actually called Cymax lectorius, and Cymax basically means bug in Roman, and lectorius means furniture in Latin. And I call my enemies Cymax lectorius because I'm sick and tired of calling them parasites, 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 parasites. Unbridled parasites, parasites, parasites. And I turn anger into art. I say Cymax lectorius, as far as the people that need to be shot, that don't have any common understandings of relativity of others, 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 others. Being cynical is not the most greatest way to solve a problem. Being cynical is actually being safer than doing something you regret. You even use the time to be cynical and entertain yourself with your own jokes. So that will rather say, put a pause button,